Stay tuned for relaxing gameplay from June's journey. Ah, hello there. You must be the reporter. Wonderful. It's nice to meet you. Yes, I'm Detective Philomena Zabor, and of course you know why I'm here. Yes, well, I'm quite happy to discuss the case with you. It is at the moment remaining a complete mystery. I am happy to share my findings so far. Wonderful. I've been sat here trying to crack it for so long now, and it's becoming quite tiresome. Do you know anything about the case so far? Not to worry, I will talk you through it. Yes, so obviously this is the murder case of the vicar's daughter in the little quaint English village of Little Oaks. Yes, just a few days ago now, the vicar's daughter was found dead at the church altar. Now, this is such a strange case for such a little happy town, it seemed, but I have been called in to solve the case. So, I can discuss some of the suspects for you first. Very well. Okay, shall we get started? So, up first we have Mrs. Riley. Funny old woman, yes, but quite a key member of the community. You know, head of the bake sales, things like that. Always apparently complaining about the vicar's daughter, Clarice. Clarice, as just a little bit of a background for you, was quite a vivacious character. From what I've heard, she, wasn't much like you'd expect a vicar's daughter to be. She liked to party and drink, and, after interviewing all of the suspects, I found out she was definitely quite a character. The other potential suspect is Charlie Clement. Sweet little boy. Well, I say boy, in his mid-20s. Yes, he is one of the post boys and has had a crush on Clarice for, since their school days. Now, what did he say here? Yes, she avoided his advancements at all costs, and more recently, at a social gathering, she actually was laughing about Charlie, and he overheard, causing him to leave the event quite abruptly. Now, I have had many tales of lovers and murders, but Charlie just doesn't strike me as the sort of boy that has it in him to strike someone over the head in such a manner. Let's move on to the other potentials. Amber Starr, quite a lady. The same age as Clarice, school rivals through and through. They pretend to be quite good friends, but in reality, you can tell, according to the villagers, of course, that they really had a distaste for each other. Most recently, Clarice had beat Amber at the church pageant. Now, she'd also beat Amber at getting prom queen as well. So there appears to be a line of incidences where Clarice was always one up on Amber. Just looking at the pictures of them together here, they have quite a similar dress sense. the hair is quite similar. But Clarice would always be the one to get the boy that Amber wanted, and Amber would always have to settle for second best. So there is potential, I feel, there, although would Amber's jealousy drive her as far as murder? Next up, we have Tom Harris, Clarice's most recent boyfriend. Now, most of the suspects, apart from Tom, had actually attended the latest town social gathering, the last gathering before Clarice's death occurred. Now, Clarice was on the phone that evening, and a member of the public who I managed to interview came forward to say that he had heard Tom exchanging quite unpleasant words with Clarice. Now, after speaking to Tom, I did eventually manage to get it out of him that he had been told by another member at the gathering that Clarice was spotted flirting with his best friend Martin. So, another quite interesting development, I feel. Would Tom's anger in that moment lead him to murder later that night? Now, I have 2 more suspects. So, are you getting all this down? Okay, good. Next up, we have David Delatour, co-worker of Tom Harris. He was always apparently becoming frustrated at how Tom would rub his relationship with Clarice in his face. Of course, David, a long-time singleton, found this extremely difficult to take. I interviewed some other co-workers, and they mentioned that the day before the gathering, Tom had actually had a picture of him and Clarice blown up and put next to their joint desk. Now, was that the straw that broke the camel's back? Do you think that David finally found a way to put an end to his misery of hearing about their relationship? That is the question. Of course, that brings me to my last suspect, although I'm not really sure at this point at how much of a suspect this one is, but nevertheless, we have Fred Little, charming lad, handsome. No one seems to have a bad word to say about him, especially the vicar. He was a choir boy and now has a very respectable job, and he's actually currently dating Amber. They apparently seemed perfectly happy. What other notes did I have? No hatred towards Clarice, but was the last person seen speaking to her at the party. And, of course, he is the brother of Martin. Yes, Tom's best friend. So, that's all the information I have so far, and to be honest with you, I keep going round in circles. I can't seem to put it all together. I just don't know what to do. I've been out for walks, I've been reading. Although I suppose there is one thing that I could try. There's this game, you see, and I have used it in the past to try to focus my mind and just relax. But it is actually related to what I do. It's a 1920s style mystery game. It's quite thrilling. You have to discover these items, and it takes you through these fabulous scenes, and as you go along you discover more items and you discover the clues. I just find it puts me in a more alert state, It's here. Have you seen this one? June's Journey, it's called. It really is a favourite of mine. If you like, I could show you a little bit of the gameplay now. No, it's not a trouble at all. Come on, let's have a little go. Just loading. I really am excited to play this. Right, let's just log in, and of course you can customise your icon and your name, which I do rather like. I have to say though, I do really like the title character. And of course it's their first anniversary, which means if you click on my link, you get a free decoration for the private island. This is very rare and exclusive, and you can only receive it by the 15th of October. So if you do enjoy watching me, darling, you have to download this game yourself. Right, let's have a play. First, let's see what items I've got. Wood, compass and copper. Wonderful. Okay, lovely, some more coins as well. Always good. Now I could move my estate a bit, change it around, but we'll get straight on to playing. Now let's go with the Orchid Island estate today. Just wait a few seconds for it to load. Now our items we need to find are at the bottom. So, the water tower. Now we're looking for books and the clock. Can you see where they are? Let's have a look around. No. Just got to wait a few seconds now. Let's have a look. I see, there was the clock. Now the lamppost. And we need the dragonfly, the keys and the books. Let's have a little look. Dragonfly, keys and books. Can you see them? The books. Got it. Right. Butterflies. Now we're on a 2 times bonus. Just in time. Yes, the dragonfly. Looking for the flag. We've got the rose bush. Dog keys flag. Got the flag there. Now the dog. Can we just finish with the keys? There we go. So we've cleared that scene. And there are a few different levels to each scene, which makes it even more interesting. Let's see if we get any rewards. And of course I've moved up the leaderboard a little bit. Right, now we can choose to play on or go back to the island. Just wait a few moments. So if we connect to Facebook, we can get some extra 2 bars of energy. I won't do that right now though. Let's play on. I think, shall we play the Orchid Island estate again? So, the clock, the welcome mat and hanging flowers. Lovely, got those straight away. Now we're looking for the flag, the dragonfly, hiding there. We've got the flag and the gazebo and the rose bush. Now what else can we find? The banner, weather vane and stained glass. We've got the feather vane and the banner. Let's see, stained glass having, the clue helped me there. Now we cleared that scene nice and quick. We'll claim an extra prize. And, I've moved up again, number 19. We'll play straight away again. You start to get the bug for this. So we've got the welcome mat and the hanging flowers. Let's see, the rose bush and the basket, 4 times bonus. Let's see, 5. Can we find the banner? 6 times bonus. 7 times bonus, 8 times bonus, 9 times bonus. Wow. That's the maximum you can get. Wonderful. And of course that was perfect. Well, can't expect anything less. Brilliant. Oh, I'm very, very pleased with that. And I've moved up the leaderboard. I'm now number 7. What I really love about this is it is just a little bit challenging, which keeps your mind nice and sharp, which is why I love to play it in situations like this. But I also love to relax to it at the end of a hard day. I just find it such a great tool for self-care. It just really allows me to relax and also, of course, improve your sense of observation whilst having fun. It really is great. Right, oh, we're doing quite well here. Raccoon. Foul. Ah, there we go. Wonderful. Another scene cleared. I just find it so satisfying as well. Okay, right. Now what shall we do? Maybe I should try a different scene. Back to my home screen here. Let's open Starbox. What have we got? Oh, more energy, compass and more coins. And a hammer, compass and brick. Wonderful. Right, let's head back to the game screen. And as you can see, there are lots of different ones that you can choose from once you move on the game. Let's go to the estate parlour. I think we'll just do this one and then maybe we'll get back to the case. Right, Virginia. So this is her niece. Interesting. Right, so Lily's fan and the family portrait. We can see the portrait straight away. We've got the lilies, the fan, the wreath and the suitcase. Can you see them? No. Let's have a look. I see. There was the fan. We've got the suitcase, the phone, the coat rack. We're on a roll now. And the teapot. Now, where is that wreath hiding? I'm looking. Nope. Let's have a clue. There it was. Clue found. The family portrait. Very interesting. I get so excited in this game when you find the new clues and move along the story. And of course, I get some more awards. Fabulous. Right. Now, of course, this is my little home here, which I rather like. And, of course, I can, from here, choose to add additions to the house in the garden area. So, what shall I add? Maybe some more garden chairs, yes. Lovely, I think I'll just add these, and I think it's maybe time to get back to the case now. I feel so refreshed. Hold on a minute. That picture of Amber and Clarice together. That night, Clarice was found wearing the same dress that Amber was wearing that night. What if it wasn't Clarice that was meant to be murdered that night? But yes, I remember a witness statement. Apparently, obviously, Clarice and Fred were the last seen speaking to each other. Apparently, during that conversation, they didn't hear it all, but apparently Clarice was telling Fred that Amber had been seen kissing around the town his brother Martin. Now, whilst they did seem very happy, and of course Fred is such a lovely boy and seemed to be loved by everyone, Amber, with her competitive side, did rather like to flirt with anyone that had ever flirted with Clarice as well, and of course Clarice and Martin had previously flirted. This can't have left Fred very happy, but would it have led him to murder? Bear with me one moment. Hello. Sergeant, yes, it's me. I don't suppose you could have the suspects Fred sent over? Yes, Fred Little and Amber Starr. Oh, wonderful. You've just been speaking to them. Could you send them over to the town hall where I currently am? Wonderful. Thank you, Sergeant. They'll be here in just a moment. I need to hear from them both again. I need to establish what would have been Fred's real motivation. Could it just been the straw that really just broke the camel's back? Did Amber do something else to Fred that I don't know about? Oh, that was rather quick. Amber, could I speak to you first? Fred, if you just wait in that room. Thank you. Amber, just take a seat here. Hello, it's good to meet you again. This is just a reporter. You are happy for them to be here. Wonderful. I just have a few more questions. You see, it's quite difficult as, well, some instances have led me to believe that your boyfriend may be the main suspect. Apparently he had heard that you had been seeing this Martin chap. Really? And his cousin. How long ago was this? Oh my. Right. Has he ever lost his temper? I mean, the town seemed to love him. He's part of the cricket team. Oh, he's the captain. He can lose his temper on the pitch. I see. And Amber, I just need to confirm with you. What were you wearing that night again? Was it a little black dress? It was. And your hair, how did you style it? I see. Almost identical, would you say, to Clarice's that night? And obviously Fred must have been a little bit off with you at the party that night. Did you speak much during it? I see, he spent most of his time with Clarice. Interesting. And did you leave together? He asked to meet you later that night. At the church. Why the church? It's where you'd first met all those years ago when he was a quiet boy. Oh, that's quite romantic. And you had definitely agreed to meet in there. You didn't turn up. But he would have been expecting you. Okay. Thank you, Amber. Could you go and get Fred for me? Thank you. Some interesting developments there. Yes. Ah. Hello, Fred. Thank you for meeting with me again. You look a little distressed. Is everything okay? You don't look like you've slept much. I see. You told me in your original statement that you actually got an early night, but Amber has told me that you'd actually arranged to meet her in the church that night. So are you telling me that even though she said she was going to be there, you didn't go to meet her? You did, but you just said that you didn't. Oh my goodness. What? Please, just calm down a moment. What's wrong? What do you mean it was you, Fred? But why? What? I don't understand. Why would you want to hurt Clarice? It was supposed to be Amber. Please just wait. I don't want this going out yet. Fred, this doesn't make any sense. Why would Clarice have been in the church? She said she was going there earlier with Tom. Why would she have been going there with Tom? He'd been making advances at her. Interesting. But he had a mark on his face. She was wearing a large ring that night. Perhaps she batted off his advance when they got to the church, and there she was just in time for you to arrive. Of course, she was matched in the same dress as Amber, and that's when you struck. With a cricket bat. I can't believe this, Fred. Right. Stay there, reporter. Hold him. Sergeant, I've cracked the case. You're very welcome. I'm afraid it's Fred. I have all the evidence to back it up. Please send the lads down here now, and we'll take him to the station. Thank you. Well, Fred, I'm afraid your jealousy will continue to rot with you in jail. Take him away. Thank you. Reporter, let's work on those final notes. Come on. Yes, did you get that bit? Okay. And the bit about the dress. I think we'll call the case of the little black dress.